प्रोसोपेग्नोसिया का मतलब क्या होता है? प्रोसोपेग्नोसिया, सो अनजान मारना, किसी का चेहरे को अगर आप पहचान नहीं कर पाए तो इसको कहते हैं प्रोसोपेग्नोसिया. So you don't know who are you. The patient will not be able to recognize your face. That is called prosopagnosia. This we finished. Did we finish this? No, no. Or is it a déjà vu for me? There is something called déjà vu, jamais vu. So it looks very familiar. I hope I have not yet finished this part of the class. Right? Now, ablation of somatosensory area 1 of the cerebral cortex, what does it lead to? It leads to the loss of tactile sensation, localization and 2-point discrimination is what you have to basically remember. Chirag Goyal, please download the UMedico app, discussion forum mein. It is already there, so just start expressing on the discussion forum in the UMedico app. Yes. Yes. So doctor, if you look at the brain, occipital lobe is for the vision. Then post-central gyrus is sensation. Pre-central gyrus is the movement. And typically in the area which is inferior frontal, you have the judgment. Then you have the limbic system, Pepper's circuit, where the reward memory sensations are there. And the pain is carried through the spinal cord. And coordination is done by the cerebellum is what you have to basically remember. Now, there are two somatosensory areas. Somatosensory area 1, where thigh, thorax, neck, shoulder, hand, fingers, tongue, abdomen, they are all carried by somatosensory area 1. Somatosensory area 2 is the one which is carrying the sensory information of the leg, arm and face. This is what you have to be 100% sure about. So, if you take this map, this is one map that should go and sit in your mind. Recently we discussed all Broadband areas, yesterday's classmate. So this is a continuation of that. Area 1, 2, 3. What is this called as? Area 1, Area 2, Area 3. That is basically called primary somatosensory area 1. It is called as. Then you have the 40 is called secondary somatosensory area 2. And the Broadman 5 and 7, they are called the somatosensory association area. This is what you have to be very clear about. Let me tell you, doctor, neuroanatomy, neurology, खेलते सीख लेना. Few things रहता है, हम postpone करते गए तो always the rule is what? Face the reality instead of running away from it. Instead of feeling anxious about it, face the reality. That should be the single liner in your story. Can I prepare? Can I remember? Can I not remember in exam? अगर एग्जाम में नहीं क्रैक किया तो क्या होगा? ये सब उलझन को pack it in the dustbin. Go and face the situation. So read those 650 topics. Play the quizzes on the UMedico app. Bookmark on the notes. Attend every day and play quiz with your classmates. You should be audacious, doctor, to face the reality called the PG entrance exam, which is a small stumble block before which you will cross anyway, right? So neuroanatomy is one such stumble block. Face it, chase it and then kill it. So doctor, this is the primary somatosensory cortex. and it is in a close relationship with the thalamus. Thalamus is the place where all sensation going up, the pain, temperature, touch, vibration, everything will ultimately get reported in the thalamus, and from the thalamus they will all get related to the primary somatosensory cortex. So the touch, proprioception, nociception, temperature, they're all the somatic sensations. From the receptors in the periphery, they reach the spinal cord, and anterolateral spinothalamic tract carries them all the way to reach the thalamus. From the thalamus, they reach the primary somatosensory cortex, is what you have to remember. Touch and proprioception reach the spinal cord through gracile. From the spinal cord up to the medulla, they reach as gracile and cuneate tracts. From there, they become the medial lemniscus and ultimately reach the thalamus. So this is what you need to remember. Can you give me the board, please? Once more, let me reinforce to you that in the brain, typically there is a post central gyrus, which is called the sensory area. Then you have the pain receptor, touch and vibration receptors. The pain receptors reach the spinal cord, and from the dorsal horn, they immediately decussate to the opposite side. They become the anterolateral spinothalamic tract. They ascend up and reach the lower medulla, and from medulla they will ascend up and ultimately reach the thalamus, and from thalamus they get relayed into the somatosensory area 1. Then the touch and vibration, they reach the dorsal horn and they ascend up as cuneate and facile, gracile and cuneate tracts. They reach the lower medulla ipsilaterally, and from here they go contralaterally to the opposite side. They decussate there, and they are carried as medial lemniscus, and they also reach the thalamus, and from the thalamus they go to the somatosensory area. That way, this somatosensory area has which order neurons? The first order neurons are between the receptor to spinal cord. I mean, the first order neurons start from here to here. From there, they are carried by the cuneate and gracile tracts, and from there they are carried by medial lemniscus. From there, they are carried to reach the sensory area. So this is how the journey is, what you have to ultimately remember. That's right. Paritosh says all sensations are being reported to the thalamus except the smell. Olfaction जो होता है thalamus को बताने के बिना ही चले जाता है. So if you look at the different areas, whenever you are getting touch, you are getting the pain or vibration, etc., etc. They're all represented on the somatosensory cortex with a sensory homunculus, just like motor homunculus. इसमें किसका representation ज़्यादा है? हमारा face का sensations are very, very important if you want to be romantic. Then ultimately, your palm ka sensations must be very accurate if you want to be a good surgeon. So they are maximum represented is what you need to remember. So once more, the face, the hand have the highest amount of representation in somatosensory cortex. In the homunculus is what I like to underscore to all of you. So you have a motor cortex, you have a somatosensory cortex. If you compare the two, both in motor cortex and somatosensory cortex, The face and the palm have the highest amount of representation is what I want to ultimately underscore for you.